Drivin Ivan here at the 2025 Labor Day Fairfax car show. I'm going to show you every car here. Smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get going. Actually, if you want to see what it's like to drive that Di Tommaso Pantera and the Di Tommaso Longchamp, just search Drivin Ivan in those cars. And I do a full driving review on them, actually. This thing is, this thing looks like it would be hard to keep in a straight line. How awesome is that? Wow. Wow, 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 that is awesome.
It's all right.
First shifter there.
I didn't wash my car or anything.
Super, super cool. Wow. That is crazy. That is just awesome. Totally cool. Challenger. I reviewed the Challenger RT when it just first came out like 15 years ago. That's a cool car too. Look at this. Is that a grabber? Wow. Nice when they have the full display of restoration, everything. AMC, I mean. Javelin. The AMX was the two-seat version of this, actually. There's an RS. Wow, West Virginia dealer. Look at that. Cool stuff, though. Like I said, I'm going to show you every car. Here we go. Wow, there must be a lot of cars here this year because usually they don't use that last row, but that's good. A lot of participation. All goes to charity, too, which is a great thing. It's actually $25 per car, so they are raising some good money here. And it's free to come, but you know, they have a suggested donation, which is nice to raise money for the charity. Wow. Nice to have the original window sticker and everything. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Press pause if you want to see it. Look at this beautiful color. Wow. Pink dust. Little ZZ Top action there. BMW scooter. They're very energy conscious in Europe. If you ever find yourself going to Europe and you want to rent a car, make sure you rent a hybrid, because then you can drive it to the city center. Little insider tip there. I've been importing cars from Europe, so I've got a lot of experience traveling around Europe lately. Even drove on the Nurburgring, if you know what that is. But look at this. Let's go look at some classic American fins here. Took my driver's test in a Coupe de Ville. It's pretty similar. Although this is like a late 50s, I think. Maybe around 1960. I'm sure the tag tells me what it is. But beautiful, beautiful cars. Looking good. You got a nice variety of cars today. You got some cool foreign cars. You got some cool American, Japanese cars. It's all out here today. Definitely. Electra. Wow, beautiful Electra. Goes like a rocket. Not quite. The muscle cars are, they were quick for the day. It's very rare you see one that's actually quick by today's standards, but there are some, like that crazy drag car. That's going to be insanely fast. Corvette. I have a review of the C8. Finally got to drive that. Wonderful car, in case you're wondering. I think I'll just go row by row. Let's go. I'm going to try to do a more speedy video today. Speed this thing up. There's a 55, 56 Chevy. Looks like. I won't even check. Looks like definitely not the stock seats. But it's a manual. It's a manual. SS454. Purple. Look at that one. That's gorgeous. Banasserie. I don't know if I could say that. I don't want to use any profanity. My videos are PG for the most part.
Two trucks.
Very clean. Very clean. Camaro. Wow, look at this. Is this a Yanko? What's going on here? Yeah, it is. Wow, look at that. That is cool. Basically a dealership that was into performance and really tweaked the cars that he sold and made them extraordinarily special, like this one here. Oops. Sorry about that. Thank you, sir. All right. Beautiful, beautiful cars. Yanko. There it is. 427 Turbojet 450. And then we move on. See, there you go. Right to the classic M3 that everybody loves. These things are like six figures all of a sudden, which is just crazy when you consider that they were just kind of used cars. They were, you know, 15, 20, then 30, then 40, and now they're up there. Beautiful cars. I saw a cool Euro spec one also at what was that place called? Hexagon Classics in London. That's a good car show that I did. Search Drivin Ivan in any car. I'm showing every car here today, sir. This is beautiful. Thanks for bringing it. The BBS boys. And it does have BBS wheels on it too, actually. I used to have, when I first bought my 964 911, it had BBS wheels. And I had an extra set of them, and I just sold those, actually. But these are lovely cars. What's it like to drive?
Oh, it's remarkable.
Yeah, they're really good.
Like nothing like it.
And there's no driver aids or any of that nonsense that they have today. This is why everybody yearns after these cars. Got the sports seats, the wing. It's just a little boy racer. It's not over the top. Amazing cars. And then we come to this like drag race Camaro with these badass wheels in the back. You know, that's what's so good about this Fairfax City show. And then we come to a story I'm getting ready to do, actually. Jim Morrison's Ford GT 350. This has Carroll Shelby's signature on it. If you watch my review of the Cobra Daytona, the real one, Pete Brock is who I interview in front of that. He's the one that told Carroll Shelby he needs to build like a fastback roof and put it on there. So that's a great review to watch. I also review a clone, but I did meet Carroll Shelby that day. Very, very nice man. And he did sign a picture of the Shelby for me, which was really nice of him. But as I was saying, Jim Morrison was given one of these by the record label when the Doors album sold 1 million. And there's legendary stories about that, which I will be telling soon. Other car stories that I tell are the Di Tommaso Pantera and Tim Horton. That's a good story. And check out if you like rock and roll, check out my music videos where I play all the instruments. Used to have one of these. I have a nice review of this 3rd generation Corvette. This one here, the Ranger, very nice. It's got the crew cab. I think maybe not crew cab, but it's got some storage back there. Not quite big enough for, I don't think they put the seats back there, but it's got storage. This one's definitely a used truck. And then you have a Beatle. 1962. Up to 1957, they had the round window in the back. So if you see one with a round window, you know it's 57 or before. Very cool. I think everybody my age has a story about these. I had many friends that had Volkswagen Beetles, some convertibles. C10, work truck here. Panel, I think they call it. Panel wagon. Very cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. That is awesome. That is sure awesome. Imperial LeBaron. This is a Chrysler. 4-door. Wow. That is pretty cool. What a beast. I like it. And it's, I didn't bring the cleanest car today, so I appreciate this one. My car's not that clean either. I'll show you my car in a second. The blue Fiat Barchetta. Needs a little paint work, but look at this 911 Turbo. Beautiful cars. I do love 911s. I have a air-cooled and a water-cooled. This is stunning. Notice that, and by the way, all 911s now are turbos. They use turbocharging to keep down the fuel economy and things like that, but you can no longer see the engine. You just see a couple fans now. So you're not going to be working on this yourself, I don't think. So that's something to keep in mind. But they're beautiful cars, and I just love them. Okay, next row. GTO. Gran Turismo Homologato. What does that mean? Homologated. It means they built a certain number of them for racing, which to me means that they really shouldn't have called this the GTO. I've got a little bone to pick with Pontiac, but you know, Le Mans and things like that. They kind of try to steal some racing heritage and history and swagger, so to speak, but not so sure that they deserve to be doing it. Grand National, basically like a Monte Carlo SS on steroids even. Car. Nice 60s Mustang here. And this beautiful Rambler here. Look at this. They call this it's a Metropolitan. Nash Metropolitan. They call it the bathtub car because it looks like an old classic bathtub kind of upside down. So yes, it's not an amphi car. It's not the one that goes in the water, but it is the bathtub car. Beautiful, beautiful example here. 1959, looking good. Absolutely. All right, continuing on. Detroit 442, baby, baby, I could rock with you. Cutlass. All right. Got some restoration history here. That's pretty cool. See? Rocket. It's got a rocket motor in there. Look at that. Beautiful interior. Aftermarket cup holders, which you definitely need. Another 442, W30. Not sure what that means. Somebody tell me in the comments what W30 means. Somebody tell me. I want to know. GS by Buick. Another very cool early, you know, like 30s, 40s, 4s. They used to soup up and hot rod, basically. I always think of the ZZ Top video for "Give Me All Your Lovin'," "Sharp Dressed Man," or one of those that I used to love in my formative years. This is a 70 Chevelle SS. My first car was a 70 Chevelle Malibu convertible. That was nice. This is an earlier one here, 396. See the difference in the headlights here, kind of curves in that way, and this one is just a flat. People like the 70s. They tend to like the 70s a lot, but they're all lovely cars. Quick for the day, but you know, not necessarily quick today. Mine was never quick. Maybe one guy that knew how to tune it up, and it was kind of quick for a while, but it was hard to keep them in tune. And funny, but you know, by the 80s, all these people that they didn't want to work on them anymore unless they had fuel injections. Kind of like now, nobody wants to work on older cars. It's tougher, you know. This thing's gorgeous. What do you think of this? Mercury. Very pretty. Interesting color combinations on these back in the day. 67 Mercury. Look at that dash. It's a little bit for safety there. Very cool. Oh, it's a GT Mustang 5.0. Finally got to review a 5.0 Fox body. I was excited about that. And I reviewed the Bullet Mustang. Check that one out. Corvette. We'll see a lot of those today. GT 350. It's a nice car. Another 350 engine. What's that? Bronco? No. It's a Chevy. What is it? Blazer. It's a Blazer. Broncos, Blazers, so cool. And now really getting collectible. This is the color, if you ask me. This is the Roadrunner color. My brother had a, this is a Dodge Charger RT, by the way, but my brother had a Plymouth Satellite, similar body shape. That one had a 318 in it. This one's quicker. Beautiful color. Beautiful. Everything. The trunk looks great. Everything looks great on this one. Really nice. Very nice. There you go. That's what you want. You're probably better than the showroom floor, honestly, right? Monte Carlo. Like I said, I'm going to try to whip through these a little faster this year. Jaguar XK1. Is it a 20 or a 40? Oh, I got to figure it out. 120. Absolutely good for 120 miles. You'll remember the XJ220. I have a video on that. But they're the XK20, 140, 150, and there you go. Having fun, ladies? Hanging out with your car here? Yeah? All right. Watch it later on Drivin Ivan. You'll be famous. Drivin Ivan. Hey, was this one? No, I've reviewed a similar car though. This is a 61 Porsche 356 1600 Super. Very nice. Predecessor to the 911. They switched to 911 in 1965. Beautiful interior in this one. And yeah, really, really nice. But this is just lovely, isn't it? Let's have another look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Very nice. Look at that toolkit. Hoosier tires here on this purple box body. Very, very nice. Maybe it needs gas. Probably always running out of gas, so they have the gas thing open. Because, you know, you're always going to need to put gas in it.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. Yeah, it is. All right, very nice.
He's out in Manhattan.
Good sense of humor from these guys here. All right, here we go. Onward and upward as we go. Got a lot more to see. Got a lot more to see. Yes, we do. I'm going to try to speed up a bit. This one I have the Beatles are very cool. This one I have a video on. This is, I believe Thunder Road did this one. They are the ones that built those Miami Vice fake Ferrari Daytonas, and Ferrari saw them and, well, they wanted to sue them and tell them to stop with it, and so they gave them a Testarossa, that white Testarossa. But this one's very cool. It's obviously not a real Porsche. It's got the suicide doors, but I have a separate video where I talk in more detail on this one. Amazing car though. Okay, and here we go, down around this way. Oh boy. Okay, Corvette. These are lovely. This is the car that I reviewed recently, and well, I'll just tell you, watch my full review. I have 2 reviews of this car. This is the Ferrari 550 Maranello, but this is the car I've chosen to be the best used Ferrari. Front engine, V12, H-gate shifter. You just don't want anything else. It's beautiful, stunning car, and there you go. I also reviewed a blue one, different shade of blue, but very cool. The New Yorker is cool too, isn't it? Of course it is. This guy's grooving. Look at him, washing his car, having fun today. There we go. There we go. Here's a Ferrari 328. There we go. Very nice. The 308 was the predecessor. They made the engine slightly bigger with a 3.2 liter. It's got that lovely Ferrari H-gate I was just talking about. This is similar to Magnum PI. His seats were lighter, and he had the 308, not the 328. This is the Sunbeam Tiger. Basically, almost an early version of the Cobra. Really cool car, actually. Love this paint scheme. Love the red line tires. 3rd generation Corvette. 996 Porsche 911. I have one of those too. This one's a coupe, and it is a 6-speed manual, and it is probably 2-wheel drive. Yes, the Carrera. It would say 4 if it was all-wheel drive. My Vet was similar to this one, actually. So that's pretty interesting. And I think this is my friend here. It is. So you can find him here. The 1976 Corvette Stingray on Insta. And life is indeed too short to drive boring cars. And here comes an exciting Corvette next to it. Look at that. New Lexus 500, very cool. We're gonna get out here. I'm gonna show you everything, but for now, I'm gonna keep it here. I love this contraption. Look at this. It's a BMW 2002 with a motorsports engine, manual with a little bitty trailer. That's pretty cool, huh? That is awesome, huh? Got the trailer. Got the well, I'll have a picture of it in a second here. There you go. What a beast. What an absolute beast. I saw a similar one at the was it at the, no, it was at Amelia Island. Yeah, I remember this one. And it had a it actually had a tap. It had a beer tap in the back. So check that one out too from the Amelia, but that's pretty cool, huh? TR6, Beatle right there. This one is a 56 Chevy. Really nice. Should be a Chrysler. What am I talking about? Yes, it's a Chrysler. Jeez. Chrysler New Yorker, very famous brand. High-end Chrysler back in the day. Look at that. No mistaking it from this angle. This one's got Porsche 911 wheels from the 70s. We have a Ferrari. You can always tell what Ferrari is, whether it's a Portofino or a California. This one's a California. You can always tell with Ferraris by zooming in on the dash. You can see that Italian car makers do that. Even the car I brought today, they did it. And that car was 30 years older than this one. Cutlass. And all right, let's keep going on up here to the 3 Series convertible. Probably 325. They had the 318 too, depending on the engine size. 2.5 liter, 1.8 liter. Mustang here. RT 392. I have a nice review of the Hellcat, and I have a nice review of the RT Challenger in San Francisco. I drove it down Lombard Street. That's definitely worth watching. These BMWs, man, they had an iX too, all-wheel drive, but they were less common. Look at this, just like that M3, but a convertible. It was called the Ultimate Driving Machine. That was their, also the Ultimate Hair Dryer, if you had the top down. The Ultimate Hair Dryer. These were pretty good hair dryers too back in the day. Mustangs. That's what I drove to prom, actually. My uncle let me take his to prom. I love the front end on this thing. What a cool little kind of throwback to the Roadrunner. That is awesome. Pretty cool, huh? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. And I'm anxious to hear. And you never know, it might even just respond to you too. You never know. Okay. Speeding up again. Got a lot of cars to get through. There's my buddy's beautiful Chevelle right here, 1971. Was a Morris Mitre, I believe. Yeah. Very nice. They have these in wagon format. Very cool cars. Kind of the ultimate British car in a way. The Chevelle. He's been doing some engine work on this. Hopefully I will be reviewing this. Hopefully, I don't want to put you on the spot, but hopefully you'll see a driving review of this car sometime soon. Let's see the engine. There you go.
My goodness gracious.
Looking good, man. Very nice. Very nice.
I like this.
There you go. Very nice Chevelle. Oh, look at these little doggies. Try to show you all the cars and all the dogs. Z28. I'll swing back this way because I missed the road that I'm on. I'm actually in this row. Here we go. And yes. This primrose color is really cool here. This Pontiac. This is this is my car. This is my Drivin Ivan Fiat Barchetta, which I imported from Europe. I have a similar one, silver with red leather, that's for sale. So if you like it, just check me out on my Instagram. And remember to just Google any car in Drivin Ivan. That's my 66 Austin Healey Sprite. Lotus Elise, which has been modified, and he's gonna race it sometime soon. It's a really cool Lotus. But yes, my Barchetta, and as I was saying, you just look right here and you'll see it's a Barchetta. That's my baby. Okay, Jeep Wrangler. Another Sunbeam Tiger. If you like more information on the Tiger, read all about it right here. Just press pause. Beautiful cars. And again, kind of a predecessor to the, about the same time as the Shelby Cobras. This is a GTO, the later GTO. This just it's gonna work. Again, Gran Turismo Homologado, meaning homologation. In other words, to race in a certain series, you had to build a certain number of the cars, and that is what that all meant. Skipping forward here to the next row. Antique clock restoration. That's pretty cool. That. Very nice. Look at this one. Appears to be a some sort of a Jaguar clone. SS SS100 37 kit car, built on a Beatle chassis or something, probably stretched. But yeah, obviously a clone. It's still a nice car. Good classic car. Nice look. Easy to maintain. This is a Woody. You heard the Beach Boys singing about the Woody. A Woody and his dirty white jeans. He chases choice of honeys up and down the coast. The finest surfer yet to make the scene. Noble surfer, #1 man. I just got to go to Hawaii and check out Pipeline in Waimea Bay. Very cool. If you like to hear more of my Beach Boys songs, I do Sloop John B on YouTube, and I do Girl Don't Tell Me as well. I have a lot of music videos where I play all the instruments, like on songs like Hotel California, and ooh, Emmanuel, very nice. And look at that paint job too. Maggie May, squeeze songs like Another Nail for My Heart, Slicky Boys Gotta Tell Me Why, a bunch of REM songs like Losing My Religion, 2 different versions of that, maybe even 3, and Laughing, early REM, and Radio Free Europe, also early REM. This one here, I actually reviewed the CTSV wagon with a 6-speed manual. Very cool. Yes, so subscribe to my INKvideo on YouTube, and also INKvideo on TikTok, The Real Drivin Ivan on TikTok, and IvanKatzProductions also on YouTube. So check all those out, and you'll see all my music videos and such. Disc golf videos too, a great sport you should be playing with your friends and family. All right, look at that. They call these the big Heelys. I had a small Healy. I have a small Austin Healy Sprite. This is the big Healy, Austin Healy 3000. Beautiful color, Jeep Renegade. Look at this lovely thing. The racier ones of these, you could put down the windshield, the M's, and they were quite rare, those cars. And this is an Austin Healy 100M. This is the race version. You can absolutely put down the front. This is a beautiful, rare Austin Healy. Very, very nice. And what a lovely color, too. Wow, wow, wow. So cool to see this one. Yeah, I love them. I love my Sprite, too. I almost drove that today. I was trying to figure out what I should drive. This thing is awesome, too. Look at this beautiful car. Checking out the engine, too, which is nice. There we go. All right. You go, Brock.
This side too.
All right.
It's got a header on it.
All right. Nice little bed there with wood. It's really well done. This is nice. I like this one. I wonder why I should make the thumbnail to this video. Not sure. This one's cool. Bootlegger. You know, that's how NASCAR came about. Is all the bootleggers who were running moonshine in the South. You can hear about it on Copperhead Road, which I play on mandolin on YouTube. That's a cool song by Steve Earle. Steve Earle also did Galway Girl, which is one of my favorite songs. He wrote that. The High Kings have a nice version of that too. But anyway, the bootleggers would be running their moonshine and delivering it and trying to hide from the cops up through the hollers of North Carolina and such. And that is how NASCAR came about. And this one is a nice tribute to that. Very, very cool. And see it later on Drivin Ivan.
I like your videos, man.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Glad you do. I'm glad you do. That is awesome. Maybe this needs a Drivin Ivan review sometime. I would love to drive this. It's awesome. So cool. Wow. Just awesome. Very nice. C10 Chevy. Very nice color too. I'll go ahead and dip inside, show you the engine and show you the interior of this one. Very, very nice. Nice bed too. Really nice. Love these, but we'll get to that in a second. Another beast of a truck here. It's kind of a rat rod. Very cool, 1940 roadkill. Yeah, very, very cool.
This is what a proper storybook looks like.
Desde 1940.
Right. Rare bikes out here today. Nortons, Hondas. On through. And here's the more recent, but not very recent, M3. They kind of had the twisted little side skirt here. I wasn't really into it back then, but of course these are very collectible now. It's got a Momo wheel on it. Momo racing wheel, Racing Dynamics. Pretty cool car, all in all. Still very desirable. This BMW 3 Series here. It's a 325i. Again, similar to that convertible, but obviously not a convertible. And these were the cars really, you know, you wanted your Triumph, you wanted your MG, you wanted your Ferrari, you wanted your sports car, but you had a family. But you still wanted to enjoy your drive through the back roads. And that's when BMW really got popular with the 2002s They came in with the 2002s, and then the 320i, and then this one. I have a 320i review as well. I reviewed a lot of BMWs. I have an Alpina B7 and also a very custom 635 CSI from the 80s. I love that car. It's all blue and white, but BMWs, very nice. Watch my Z1 and Z8 reviews as well, and I compare the Z1 to the Z3 and the Z4 as well, the clown shoes. So just search Drivin Ivan in any car. Like I said, here's a Spitfire, Triumph Spitfire, very cool, and it's for sale too. I don't mind helping the guy out. I wouldn't mind having this one, it's nice. Blue, manual, and the gear shift almost even comes out of the console there, the dash, like a Alfa Romeo Spider, but these were very different. Triumph, of course, they made bikes too. This is a really nice old Miata. I actually review an automatic Miata, even though the shifting is some of the best in the business. But here we go. This is a car that I absolutely love. I was talking to this gentleman earlier, and he has a nice record of this car. You can go ahead and pause and read all about it if you want. But we got first place at Carlisle too, so that's something good. Very, very hard to achieve there. A lot of competition at Carlisle. I just went to Import Carlisle. You can see that video. But this thing's beautiful. I just love wagons. And of course the SUVs kind of took over, but I miss the days of these beautiful fast wagons with the V8. And again, you can just pause and see the specs there. This thing is absolutely awesome. And really, really nice. And also very useful. It's a vehicle you can do everything with. Carry all the stuff you need to carry, like your pickup truck, for the most part. But there you go. All right. Oop, I'm a little too tall for that, which is a shocker. Toyota Highlander there. Beautiful Corvette. Wow. What is it? It's a Land Cruiser. Why do I say Highlander? That's the newer one. Anyway, it's a Land Cruiser, and
Yeah, sure, that makes sense.
it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. This Corvette is awesome too. Look at that. Very, very cool.
True, but if you drove one of these,
Another Volkswagen bus right here, and then over here, what do we have? We have a Camaro. Interesting wheels on this one. It's a resto mod. What do you guys think? It's got a Formula LS3 in it. Cue ball shifter Hurst. Very, very nice. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it. Excuse me. Here we go down here. The Javelin, AMX Javelin. EMC AMX Javelin. The AMX would just have 2 seats. If you want to see more of these, watch my, what is that one? It's the Manhattan Beach Cars and Coffee. I also have another Cars and Coffee, El Segundo, I think, Cars and Coffee in LA as well. We're about to see my favorite car couple. They're always out here with their cool cars, and they're always dressed to kill. Look at this cute dog. Oh my God, Z28. What a cute doggy. What's your name, doggy? What's your name?
Gracie.
Well, you want to be in a Drivin Ivan video?
Sit.
Absolutely.
Do you want to be in a Drivin Ivan video?
Yeah.
Are you the cutest dog?
You can do tricks. You want to sit pretty? Sit pretty. Sit pretty.
Oh yeah. What else? What else we got?
You dance. Gracie.
Oh, that is awesome.
Very good.
Give Sadie a treat. Come on. Come on, Sadie. Very nice.
Gracie.
Look at which one?
Gracie.
Gracie. Oh my God. Give Gracie a treat. Nismo Z-Car. And as I said, this is probably only if he gives me some candy is this the nicest man in the world.
Oh, hey, how you been?
You're
Good to
talking
see
to Drivin Ivan live, and I was just saying to the
Drivin'
people
Ivan.
that you and your wife over here, you are like my favorite car people.
Thank
You're
you.
just lovely cars and lovely people.
All right, thank you,
But only if you give me a Tootsie Roll later.
You know what, I didn't bring.
he hands out candy to you. Nicest guys. Look at how styling he is. Look at how styling this gentleman is. He's got the driving gloves. Here's his she doesn't know I'm coming, but here's his lovely wife.
Oh, okay.
And you know, he said he didn't have any Tootsie Rolls today, so I don't know.
We don't. I forgot to put some in my.
God. Oh. All right, you owe me 2 next time.
Okay.
All right. But a lovely 1967 Jaguar E-Type, and this is the one you want. Why? Because it's got the toggle switches instead of the regular switches. These are more desirable. Got the lovely 12-cylinder engine, and tell the people who said this was the most beautiful car in the world. Who said that? Enzo Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari said this was the most beautiful car in the world. That is correct. It was Enzo Ferrari who said this is the most beautiful car in the world. And I think he was right. Stylish, stylish, stylish man right there. Lovely suit. Look at that. It's almost like a primrose yellow, a little bit, isn't it? Very nice. Which is a color you could have gotten on this. Very nice. I want an MGB GT in primrose yellow. That's what I want. This is awesome. I should have spent a little more time on this. An earlier Nismo Skyline GTR. I have reviewed the GTR, so search for that. This one's awesome though. Very, very cool. Nismo, of course, modifies Nissans, kind of like AMG to BMW. And yes, also Alpina to BMW. And they're now all in-house, including Alpina. Okay, more cars, even more cars coming. There's a beautiful green Mustang. Look at all these crazy trucks up front here. Wow. They put the big trucks up front this year. That's a good idea. Liberty Forged. Wow. These things are beasts. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. It's a dually. My God. Good luck trying to find a parking spot for these. I guess that's why they put them up front. Pretty cool though. Nice to see them out here. Another Jaguar, not quite as elegant as that other one, but Jaguar indeed. Oh, and this one looks to be quite rare. It's a manual. That is super rare in this car. Most of these would have come with a automatic transmission, but it's an XJS 6-cylinder, and it is a manual. Super, super, super rare. Got the airbag. But yeah, wow. That is quite rare. You can read about how rare it is there and there. Just press pause. Okay, here we go. Coming on to a Corvette C8. The first mid-engine Corvette, which I have recently reviewed. Check out the driving review of this one. It was great. I will tell you. Very nice. A great accomplishment for Corvette. Something that we can be proud of. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Momentum GT. Wow. Not exactly sure what that's all about. Somebody let me know in the comments. Another Jaguar. This is the one that the modern S is based on, and this one goes back a number of years. Look at that beautiful red interior, and it's just a lovely, lovely, lovely car here. 1967. Wow. I like it. Very elegant. 340, 3.4 liter Mark II. All right, here we go. Heading on down to all the other stuff. There we go. Cars got pretty big back then, didn't they? 1971. Wow, what a beast. Mercury Marquis. Yep, just a two-door, and it's this big. There were dinosaurs back then. Very cool. I'm sure all the young people love seeing those because, you know, if you grew up with them, it was just kind of like, okay, that's a car. But nowadays, it's like, even though cars are much bigger now, it's a monster. They're monsters. Stuff here. I guess I'll try to show you both sides at the same time. I'll just walk square down the center and show you both sides while I'm at it. This is nice. Talking about the it's a Dodge Charger, but it's similar to the Plymouth Satellite as well. Nice color on this RT. That's a Road and Track. Road and Track RT. Oh, look at that party dress. This is a 190 SL. Out at the same time as the Gullwing, but it was the less expensive option. Nice convertible you could get here. These seats, I don't believe they're stock, but it's a very cool 190 SL Ford du Lac. It's a Ford du Lac, everybody. Tom Petty action. Kim Basinger was in this video for this song, Last Dance with Mary Jane. Very cool Viper there. This is very cool. It's a Cosworth Vega. With a heck of a lot of documentation too. 1976. Twin cam.
But I also
Not everything was
didn't
twin
have the
cam back then, for
laptop.
sure. So that's pretty cool. This thing's cool too. Look at this beast. Very nice. All right. Coming on down. Wheels on this Viper. Very nice. Very nice. The Bandit. Now this is a later version of it, of course. Sheriff Roscoe Pete Coltrane. This is a special Viper. It's a GTS-R racing version, quite rare. Definitely a collectible, beautiful, rare example of a Viper. Very, very cool. Very, very nice.
And
Read all about it right there. And there you have it. Okay, here we go. Coming on down, and ooh, more doggies. Hi, doggies. There's a live band playing over there in that truck. There's the trophy area. They do the trophy presentations at some point. Probably, well, it's hours from now. It's still early. I wanted to walk you around early, get out of the way, and so I could just relax the rest of the day.
It's a beautiful day, am I right?
He's right. It is a beautiful day. You can see video of my band actually too elsewhere on this. We were called the Posers, P-O-S-E-U-R-S. Now I'm just making my own music videos, as I always do. I always have. Not currently in a band. Here's my friend's 2005 GT, Ford GT. I did drive this once. It was quite interesting. That's actually first gear over there, believe it or not. It's all the way canted to the side. Really cool car. Got a model of it too. Shout out to Dino there. And this beautiful, beautiful F-150 Ford. Really nice. Very custom. It's a 2020 Raptor. Righty, on. Oh, that's a lovely car. This is Bob's custom Porsche. I love it. 911 Turbo. Very nice. Say hi to Drivin Ivan's crowd, Bob.
Hello, Drivin Ivan.
He knows I love this car. He knows I'm itching to review it. It needs a full drive review. That's a cool shirt there. Which one of us has driven the Nurburgring recently? Me. I have. Check out my MGF laps in the Nurburgring. You've driven it, right? No? Oh my God. You got to get there, Bob. Come on. Come on. Lovely day, huh? There's that 911 there again. Very nice. Drivin Ivan loves his 911s. Little ride along with. We got a little parade coming. I'll show you the parade. Ooh, there's a 70 Coupe de Ville too. The one I took my driver's test in. Caprice. SS? What is it? Impala. Sometimes I just guess. But my memory failed me that time. There's a Cougar. No, not that type of cougar. This type of cougar. This type of cougar. Look at that beautiful paint job. It's a Genie Zone. There we go. Look at that cool interior. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, onward we go. Z-Car, 1980. Believe it or not, these came out 10 years before this. This had the T-tops, very 80s. It's the start of the 80s with this kind of look here. Very cool though, right? Awesome.
Was bugging me.
Late 50s T-Bird, Silverado. Yes, this, mine was turquoise with white, my dad's. But yeah, this is the one I took my driver's test in. Can you believe it? It was a sunny day like this, actually. Brings back a lot of memories. Hitting your head back here, as we did. Lovely, it's got a dash cover on it. But hey, nice. Yellow with kind of a tan interior. Very, very, very nice. Love it. And here's a Skyline 4-door. That's pretty cool, pretty rare. Skyline GTS. Mom's R33. Very nice. JDM, these cars are called. JDM, and that is Japanese domestic market. Japanese domestic market. So, they will be right-hand drive cars, and quite rare. And as I was saying before, if it's got a round window, you know it's 57 or before, and this is the last year of the round window, so that's pretty cool. Excuse me, button in there. And yeah, my aunt had one of these actually, very cool.
And the original engine?
Original engine, how about that? See it later on Drivin Ivan.
Okay.
All right, Plymouth Prowler here, looking cool. Nice gauges and everything. Purple, look at that. Want to know what you paid for your Plymouth Prowler back then? $45,000 is what you paid for your Plymouth Prowler.
Oh my God.
That's what you paid. Look at this beautiful 5.0. Nice modern GT. This is a MG kit car, I would say. Based on a Volkswagen, you can hear it. Corvette, resto modded. C8 Corvette. Little parade action. I really like this one. This one's pretty cool. A lot of people out here today having a good time, looking at these beautiful old cars. This is what it's all about. Another Porsche 911 Targa here, very nice. Got that Porsche certificate of authenticity that everybody seems to want. These cars are worth so much money now. If you want to know what I paid for mine, I have a 1982 Targa. This is a 911T. Just search Drivin Ivan. I bought the cheapest Porsche 911 on YouTube, and you'll find it. You'll see mine. I tell you what I paid for it. You'll be shocked. But yeah, they're worth so much money now, so people are getting them like authenticated and things like that. This is a really cool T-bucket here. I think that's what they call it. I love it. The fuzzy dice. The dice on the... That is awesome. That is totally awesome. Look at that. Yeah, T-bucket. Hot Rod 1923. That is really, really cool. Corvette engine. Yeah, awesome. And the Prowler. Now, this is a 911T. They had the T, E, and S. The T was the entry level, although it was quickest from 0 to 30. Then came along the E, which was quickest from 30 to 100. And then the S was quickest over 100 miles an hour. But they're all very good cars. They got a bad rap for, like, you know, it's the same layout as the Corvair. Lift off oversteer. If you're in a turn and you get scared and you lift, you're gonna spin. So you want to be careful of that if you're driving on 911. Wow, look at this absolute beast here. This is crazy. Look at this. Echo Mac Rat. That is awesome. Rat Rod Conbrio. This thing is awesome. Look at that. Wow, 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 wow. So incredibly cool here. That's awesome. Life is so up for you, mother boy, you might run over, you might get shot. Little Sublime. what I got. Good stuff. I don't think I have that one on YouTube, but I should. I should have it on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna head up in here and I'm gonna show you all these cars next. I gotta speed this up. Reminds you of MASH, right? This is one of the most beautiful cars ever. 73 BMW 3.0 CS with the Hofmeister kink here. This is a famous BMW design cue. That little Hofmeister kink. That's what it's called. Manual. Beautiful, beautiful car. Again, I think this is the most beautiful BMW ever built. Not crazy about the BBS wheels, but that's okay. Here we have a, what was it, 318 Ti, basically. It was the entry-level BMW at the time. But people would get a manual and then upgrade them. And that's what was done here. It was the cheapest way to get one of these, but then make it your own, tweak it, make it faster. So yeah, they're quite popular actually. Just really, really super, super, super popular from people who like to modify BMWs. People like to modify these too. And this one's got the scissor Lamborghini doors, the Hellcat. Like I said, I have a full driving review of this one. But that was a stock car, 707 horsepower. How many horsepower? 707 originally.
Stock, yeah. I don't know.
707?
More than that. It's tuned now.
Oh, it's tuned. Okay, I figured. It's crazy looking. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool, very cool. Please do not touch. Got the light display going on there, very cool. Another 911, is it a T, E, or S? Which one is it? It's an E. The middle of the road 911. Fastest from 30 to 100, as I was saying earlier. Lovely cars to drive. I do review a 911E, Cristal Blue, 1971, so check that out. I've driven pretty much all of the 911s. And this one is a 69. Remember, they came out in 1965. 421 here. Replaced the Porsche 356. This is the Galaxy 500. That's a band, actually. They do a song called 4th of July. Great band. Nice red seats. You can see it's kind of like the Cadillac with the thing in the back. They basically copied the design a little bit. Very, very cool. Nova here. Souped up Nova. Very, very nice also. Green, black interior, not the stock seats, even has cup holders. And it's a manual, which is super cool. Probably super rare too. Boss 302, Mustang, Cheyenne. Wow, it's all here, isn't it? It's all here. Here's a Nissan Figaro. I almost bought one of these. Most everyone is right-hand drive. There is a guy who converted his, and it's not. But these are very cool. They're surprisingly fast. Kind of a beautiful Japanese car, built to kind of have that retro styling touch, like a Fiat 500 or maybe an Auto Bianchi. And that beautiful convertible top. So just really cool cars. Yeah, they're definitely on my list to have. They're fun to drive, probably fairly simple to maintain. I'll get up there with that Porsche 944 S2 is what that is. Well, if you see this van a rockin', don't come a knockin'. This is pretty cool. It's got the bed in the back, the 70s flair to it. Aftermarket seats, it looks like. So cool. That's awesome. 1928. Another T-bucket style car. That is really cool. All sorts of cool stuff out here today. I can't believe there's an overflow lot today because there's so many people. Saw these guys drive in. I'll show it to you again. I want to make sure you see every single car here. Wow, it's a tall task because there's a lot of cars here. There's the Toyota Supra, aka BMW Z4. I reviewed the Z4, as I said, along with the Z1 and the Z8. That's pretty cool. Mercury Cougar, which I drove by before, and this one. Got to show you this interior. This interior is so cool. I got to get inside there.
That only happens in DC.
That is awesome. Where do you get a Swan shifter, ma'am?
It's a yard flamingo.
Okay.
So it's a yard flamingo. It's based off of a brewery in Myrtle Beach called Dirty Myrtle.
It is awesome.
And I kind of just ordered a yard flamingo, a teal one off of Amazon, and then I cut the head off and filled it with resin.
Well, that is awesome. See it later on Drivin Ivan. Very nice. I'm showing every car here. And I'll flash your Instagram there so people can find you. There you go. Make sure we follow each other. I'm Drivin IvanKatz on Instagram. Just search Drivin Ivan in any car and you will find it. Can't believe we've covered all this territory and there's still so much to go, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Lexuses are great cars. I drove the Lexus RC and RCF on the track in New York called Monticello, and I compared the V6 to the V8 with a split lap time. That's a really cool video. So check that out. Search Drivin Ivan Lexus RC. I also reviewed it elsewhere as well on YouTube, but there's one in Florida that I did as well, maybe one other, but check that one out at the Monticello racetrack, and you'll see my track comparison. Super cool to drive a car on the track if you've never done it. You can head to Summit Point, Fridays at the track, and this is a 944 S2 Cabriolet, a good car actually to track, very balanced, these 944s, perfect 50-50 weight distribution, very fun to drive. I do have a review of a 944, just not the S2 or the convertible, but really nice cars. And okay, onward we go. Showing you every single car here. That's cool. Look at that beast. Oh my God. Did somebody actually bring this to show? I hope they did. It's a beast. I love it. Lincoln Continental. Needing a little bit of love. I could smell the gas leaking. That's awesome. I love it. I'm not really into cleaning cars, as you saw from mine. Mine needs a paint job, to be quite honest, but I like to drive cars. I like them to run well, and that's it. Not super picky about it. Here we have the, this was the insignia, of course, of the British Air Force, but it's also the Who and Mod, sort of that early punk British music, which I love so much, the Who. Beautiful, beautiful Triumph Spitfire, and this is not a Spitfire. Well, I guess it sort of is, but it's a earlier one from 1964. It's got a little different look. So there you go. You can see them together. Do your comparison. Which one do you like better, earlier or later? They're both pretty awesome, if you ask me. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Like I said,
okay.
I'm trying to speed this thing up here. Trying.
Look with you guys.
Roller. Don't need a roller or a limousine. Don't need my picture in a magazine. Don't need reminding from the chosen view to tell you what I do need. I need you. That's a great song. Paul Carrick, I believe. Very nice. Would you have any Grey Poupon? Of course they do. Rolls Royce. That's the first roller today. There you go. That's what I like. There's just such a huge variety of cool cars here. Here's an MGA. It's just a monster variety of cars. And this one is 1958. So again, you got to think, the Americans were doing fins and huge cars, and the British were doing these very racy sports cars. Look how cool this car is. Look how sleek it is. Much lighter than the American cars, more fun to drive in terms of handling. So, you know, it's just a different philosophy. Again, look on the glove box and you'll see it's a 296 GTS, and that of course is Dino, the 6-cylinder Ferraris. Maserati and Ferrari have come out with the 6 cylinders. I wish they would have made it look a little more like the original Dino, but you could see a family resemblance there a little bit. It also has the Daytona seats. These are actually an option on many modern Ferraris. But again, it's manual, and this thing basically drives you. You can turn some of the traction control off and such. GT 500 here, Audi TT. All of these will have a little wing in the back. This one's a 2008, and all of them should have a little wing back here, you see, because they had a lawsuit about these. They were losing control at high speed. I have an Audi TT, beautiful review of that one. I also have one of these. A tree fell, and so the roof was cut off. And mine is actually a convertible. Mine's also a 2-liter.
I got a bleeder.
So definitely search that one, Drivin Ivan Alfa Romeo GTV. These are gorgeous cars. They're going up in value too, just very desirable, just beautiful driving Alphas. And of course, Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear says, well, from the Grand Tour, he says, if you consider yourself to be a sports car enthusiast and have never owned or don't own an Alfa, you're wrong. I had the 164L before this GTV that I have. So yes, I love Alphas. This is the Alpha 4C, which I have also reviewed. Really, really interesting transmission in this one. I love that he's got a baby seat in there. It's a 2016. I also reviewed the Alfa Romeo SZ, the Sprint Zagato. Super rare car. They call it Il Mostro, the monster, because not everybody liked the looks. But it's a Zagato design, so it's got to be right? Here's an Alfa Romeo, just Spider, they call it. And you'll see the transmission stalk is coming out of the dash here. Very cool. Got the driver's gloves. You need those. You need your Mario figures there, and you got your cute little dog here too. Showing all the cars and all the dogs today here on the Drivin Ivan video. Oh, and it's an Alfa Montreal. Oh, and the Sprint Zagato's here too. This is probably the one I reviewed because there's not too many. Here I'm talking about the car and it's right in front of me. Let's see if this is one that I reviewed. I'll tell you in a second. Nope, this is not the one I reviewed, but it's very similar. It's not the exact car, but there is another one. Look at that. So yeah, this is the Sprint Zagato. It's called Il Mostro. And if you want to know what it's like to drive, search Drivin Ivan. And look at this one. A new Veloce Giulia, or is this a new model? Let me see. 2024, there you go. So yeah, I've just reviewed the Q4, the all-wheel drive in the rain too. The 4-cylinder turbo was awesome. Absolutely stunning to drive. I've got like 3 Alfa Romeo Giulia, this generation Giulia reviews. But the Montreal is kind of a cool car. Very, very rare. This is a 1972, very sporty. Kind of a cool design. All the cars and all the dogs. There they are. Doesn't look like they're getting along too well. Hey, how you doing, Dino? What's up, man? All right, picking it back up here.
Right now,
I think this Nissan got lost in the car show. But I review new cars too. I just reviewed the Crosstrek Subaru. I reviewed the Mazda CX-30, the Mazda 6. Couple electric cars lately, the ID4 Volkswagen, and the what else? The Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6. Back to the Future. What do we think of this one? There's an LS swapped one that comes to the car shows, but this looks to be a extremely original, very good movie clone. I don't know if it was actually in the movie. Maybe it was. Here, press pause and read all about it. Stainless steel. And very, very cool, actually. Very nice. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Austin Healey. This is very cool, too. This is my friend here, also has a 60s 356 49K. There you go. If you'd like to buy this, it's a really nice example and a show winner. All the cars and all the dogs on Drivin Ivan. Look at that cutie. Long-haired dachshund, right?
Yes.
Look at that. Lovely, lovely. Oh my God, look at that thing. That thing's awesome. What exactly is it? I gotta catch up to it. What is this? What is this thing? Tell me about this beast. What am I looking at?
You're looking at a Thunderbird in the back, fiberglass.
Thunderbird in the back.
Body. box spot in the front.
That is awesome, sir. I love it. Freaking love it. So nice. Let me see the front. See it later on Drivin Ivan. I love it. Very nice. Great gauges too. SS 396 here. There we go. Super Sport. Absolutely. And here's a 356. This one's really nice.
Great.
Carbon notchback from 1962. Very, very early car. 356B notchback. Look at that.
Thanks, sir.
And again, this one's for sale, so if you're interested, there's all your info. Nice looking big Healy, as they call it. It's a big Healy. And here's a big Volvo, the wagon. GT. It's a GT wagon. You know, Paul Newman actually took these and souped them up. And this seems to be the way he did it, actually. I love that. You just throw a big American engine in the front. And it's awesome. Put a manual transmission in it. That's actually super, super, super cool. Dynon M3. I used to have a Dynon M7. That's a cool video you should be watching. That is pretty cool. Look at that. And then we're on to this row. Here we go. We've got a Hyundai. Yes, Hyundai. We've got a SCSSMC. Another doggy. And crazy Lamborghini scissor doors on this puppy. Guess we'll go show you that. Look at that. 3800. That is a Nissan Pal, similar to the Figaro. Get to that one in a second. Going in order here, trying to go in order. Trying. It's another JDM GTR. Do search Drivin Ivan and GTR and you'll see my full driving review of it. But these are the ones that are coming over now and super popular these days with all those driving games. They're just quite popular. Everybody is, wow, that Alpha's cool. Do watch my full driving review of that one. But yeah, the JDM cars are very, very hip. Look at this beautiful 997 Porsche 911. Second gen of the water-cooled cars, 2006. They were great. Look at the sheepskins on it. It's a Tiptronic, but that's okay. I don't think they got to the PDK quite yet before this, but very nice. And here is a Viper. Not too much traction control on these. Not much help. You got to know how to drive these. And that's why I like them. Corvette here. Beatle convertible. Used to go to lunch in high school in one of those. I think I'm dating myself, but okay, that's all right. Chevy. Beautiful Bel Air here. Look at this. They don't want you to touch it. I won't touch it, but I will stick my camera all over it because that's cool. Very cool. Very, very, very nice. 1955. Great color scheme like on this Dodge. Let's look at that interior. It is absolutely stunning. Fuzzy dice. You got to have your fuzzy dice. You got to have your model of the car. It's done upright, I'll tell you. It is done upright. This Dodge van is also pretty awesome. Wow, that's cool too. 1969 A100. Just reading Robbie Krieger's book, and he had an unfortunate incident, one of these actually, while driving in Mexico actually. But there you go, look how clean it is underneath. Beautiful, look at the bed. Painted in blue. That is awesome. Very cool. All right, Ford Falcon. Very cool car. Ford Falcon 19, what does it say, 63. These are cool. Short Time. Chevy S10. Cool car here. And it looks like people are having fun sitting in this beautiful 1969 MG. I think I met this gentleman last year, I believe, right? Yeah, nice car. Nice 69 MG. Beautiful.
No.
It's a cool truck.
It's an English car.
This car's so small that just as a protective measure with it, I sort of drive.
Cup holder on the door there. Pretty cool. All right. Here's a Camaro Z28. Read all about it here if you want to. Z28. And a beautiful truck here. Look at this one. All right, T-bucket. Another T-bucket. This one's got a nice look to it. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Hicks Plumbing. Charger. Black Charger. What a beast. Very cool. Very nice. Corvette. Okay. Let's see if I can whip down this row a little quicker. Trying to get through it, but you know, I like to tell you about the cars. I like to wax poetic about these cars, and you know, it's all about the cars, all about the people. I've been seeing a couple people I know and pausing the video and talking to them, catching up. I do expect some friends here today. I've seen a lot of people whose cars I know, and that's what this is all about. It's a really nice car show, and all the local people in the DC area come out, and it's good to see everybody. Boxster with the red leather here. I've got a blue with tan one. Mine is an automatic on purpose. I have 914 and a 928 as well as the two 911s, and I wanted a automatic Porsche, so that's what I did with the Boxster. It's just a get in and drive sort of car, which is kind of nice. Must be the Corvette section back here. It's kind of cool that they're all situated in the same place. Well, there's one over there too, another GTO.
Oh, yeah, right.
Third gen Corvettes again. This dog looks like it wants to have this dog for lunch. I'm sure they won't let that happen.
You want to go over there? Okay.
Here we are, Corvette Central. Look at that. Corvette after Corvette. This kid's excited. Z51. Z51. Go. That's nice. Official pace car. That was nice. All the Corvettes. Look at that little poodle. Hi, little poodle. How you doing? How you doing, poodle?
I'm gonna take you to the beach.
Here is Two's Pagoda Mercedes SL. She just got some engine work done in it. And she does the 007 parties in the area for charity. So she's also been in movies like the Washington Post movie. I forgot what they called it. But this car has been in a lot of movies. There she is in her 007 stuff. So yeah, really nice car. She also speaks German fluently. That's interesting, right? Of course it is. Look at this lovely Land Cruiser. That's what the other Toyota was earlier, which I couldn't quite remember. We called it a Highlander, but you know, hey. 997 C05. Love these. I think these are the sweet spot of the 911 right now. Like I said, I have a 996, and I wish it was a 997, although I love it. Mine's all-wheel drive on purpose because I have an air-cooled Targa also. See it on Drivin Ivan later. But yeah, I love these. Porsche 9. I've reviewed all the 911s, so just search Drivin Ivan in any Porsche, and you will find it. There's the Nissan Po that I was talking about. I'll show you that in a second when it's empty. Make sure you see all these Corvettes and this Mopar no car. That's pretty cool. Plymouth Fury. That's kind of a beast, actually. Let's see this one. That's worth a walk around, isn't it? I like this. All right. Z71 4x4. Ah, the Nissan Poet just attracts everyone. Because these Nissans, the kind of retro-looking Nissans, everybody loves them. The Figaro, the Po here. So yeah, Nissan Po and PAO. There's a city in France called PAU, Po, but that's pretty cool. Kind of similar to the, I don't know, maybe I think I like the Figaro a little better, but these certainly are very cool. I don't know what to say. It's a toss-up. What do you guys think? Nissan Po or Nissan Figaro? Let me know in the comments below. That's your trivia question. Your Drivin Ivan trivia question today is Nissan Po or Nissan Figaro. That is cool. This 4Runner is awesome with the top knocked off. I love that. I would have that, certainly. SS Chevelle 1970 again. Look at this beast. Wow, 1967 Chevy Camaro with very, very cool engine in it. Bentley. That's pretty cool. Pro Street. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Okay, gonna run up this last row of cars here. Have you smashed that like button and subscribed? Have you smashed that like button and subscribed to all my channels? TikTok, The Real Drivin Ivan, leave off the G. And also on my Instagram, the same as my Drivin IvanKatz here. IvanKatzProductions on YouTube. And also INKvideo, INKvideo on YouTube as well for my acoustic songs. IvanKatzProductions has some really, really cool videos like the Beatles in London and Liverpool, where I show you all the important spots. And I see an actual real Beatle. I see a real Beatle. It's a pretty cool video. You gotta watch that. U2 in Dublin, Banksy's art in Bristol, Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London. That's a good one to watch. What else am I forgetting about? Jim Morrison in DC at the the Beatles in DC at the Omni Showroom, and Jim Morrison in Alexandria. Original Mini Cooper here. These are Dragon Slayers. These would beat much faster cars on the track because they handle so well. Austin Mini. John Cooper Works was the racing version. It's nice when people let them sit in the car. That's pretty cool.
Next to the M4.
What's that?
Sit next to the M4.
Yeah. That's what's good about this show. There's everything's out here, you know?
It's all here.
I knew nobody would show up with my car because I imported it from Europe. The Fiat Barchetta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these cool trucks. I don't like showing up to a car show with something that everybody else has. Depends on my mood what I drive. The Scion FRS and the BRZ, I reviewed these. They sent me to Red Rocks Raceway to review this when it first came out, the Scion FRS. Of course, this is a Subaru BRZ. I do have a full driving review of that one too, and the Nissan GTR as well. That's a really nice review. I do love this one. This is really, really nice. I love this car. I do love this car. I'm trying to think of what car I should use for the thumbnail. You guys can tell me what car I should have used for the thumbnail. This is an Aston Martin, quite a racy one too as well. Beautiful. I have three Aston Martin reviews, including the Lagonda and the Vantage V8S and the DB9 V12. This is the Supra that everybody wants, the twin turbo. And they're very, very cool. Very cool cars indeed. Let's see what else. This Fiat 500 here. Very, very nice. I believe this is the one from, I don't know if it is actually. London Auto, but it looks like that one, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Very
Yeah,
cool.
10. Oh, wow.
They are quite slow unless they're modified. That's actually why I didn't buy one. I almost bought one of these in Europe. But as I said, today I brought my Fiat Barchetta today. But yeah, I was worried because it wasn't very fast. It couldn't get you out of trouble, and they don't stop real well either. It really depends. Some of them are modified, but they're just so lovely that you just want one. Like if you live in a city, this is a beautiful car to have. If you want a classic car, go ahead and import one of these. They're just awesome. This one's a 1970, and I love it. I would have it in this color too. I love, 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 love it. Are you going to sell this or hold on to it?
No, we would never sell it.
Okay, I don't blame you.
We bought it. It's ours. We bought it in Italy.
Yeah. Like I would say, I imported my Fiat Barchetta that's over there.
Oh, very fun.
There's none of those in America.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, this is the red color too. I love the blue and white. I'm drooling over it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And they could fit 4 people. I mean, they're surprisingly useful cars. Barely, yeah, that's true. It depends on how big you are. But, you know, in Europe, certainly they could fit 4 people. And they're just, but to me, they were a little underpowered. So I was driving some Abarth ones and things like that with some modifications. But those are more pricey. So I was like, I'll just end up getting something else. That's what I did. If you want to see how to import a car from Europe, just search Drivin Ivan. I also compare my Fiat Barchetta to my MGF. That's a cool video. Swing back here and make sure I got all the cars, which I did, I believe. Here's another 911 Targa. This one's with the BBS wheels, like I was talking about earlier. This is a 1986, meaning it's a Carrera. Corbeau racing seats here. These are the same ones I have in my BMW 635 CSI custom job. So check that out. Oh, here's another trivia question or really opinion. Whale tail or not? My Targa does not have the whale tail. So do you like it with the whale tail or without the whale tail? This, by the way, is Chrysler Crossfire, pretty much the same as a Mercedes SLK. Really cool cars, actually. I love that yellow. It's like a primrose yellow. GTX, Belvedere, Thunderbird. What else do we have here? Almost done here. Toyota, Excalibur. Huh. Go. Coyote. I guess, well, if they're going to show us the engine, I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
Check it out. Why not?
He's the only one that did that. I think it's a neat idea.
There's a couple people, but yeah, it's a great idea. It's a beautiful engine, beautiful car. Definitely worth a walk around. Powered by Ford. It is a 69 actually. Definitely resto modded, but very, very cool. Love the color. Love the two-tone there. Absolutely awesome. Very, very good. Oh look, there's another mirror. Let's see what's going on back there. Yeah, really nice. Very nice. And look, we've got another Mini too. How cool is that? Yeah. Got the books. Mini Cooper. Oh yeah, right-hand drive for this one. Okay, and with my camera precariously balanced on my car, I'm saying goodbye to you. Thanks for watching. Search all my cars. Watch my Free Your Mind music video. Just search Drivin Ivan in any car. Do watch my disc golf videos. It's a sport you should be playing with your whole family. I have my discs in my car ready to go. Maybe I'll play around later. It's such a beautiful day. But check all those out. And as I said, Jim Morrison's Life and Death in Paris, Jim Morrison in Alexandria, and I also show you where he rode People Are Strange and Love Street in LA, U2 in Dublin, Banksy's Art in Bristol. I even have a little jam with a local rapper in Bristol, England. I show you some Monets and some Renoirs at a museum up in Massachusetts. What else do I have? Andy Warhol's Life in Pittsburgh. Jimi Hendrix's Life and Death and Lady Friends in London. And check out all my guitar reviews. Watch my Free Your Mind music video. It has a lot of my car collection and musical instrument collection too. And what else should you be watching? Like I said, Hotel California, I play all the instruments. Maggie May, Purple Haze I just did, playing all the instruments. That's a great song. And Also, search my guitar reviews. We went through that. Just search Ivan Katz and anything, and you'll find it, especially the car reviews. How to import a car from Europe. Watch my laps on the Nurburgring, and I also compared my Barchetta here to my MGF. Thanks for watching here at the Fairfax County Fair Car Show. I am Drivin Ivan.